What's up, everybody? Jake here with Jake and Joel are Magic. Today, I have bought another collection. We're opening it. Here, we're going to look through it. I have a good idea of what's in there, but there might be some hidden value. We're going to uncover all of it here soon on Jake and Joel are Magic.
Special thanks to our Patreon supporters who power our channel. Check out our Patreon for monthly giveaways, exclusive content, and even a starring role in our fan fight series. Link in the description below.
First things, you scurvy dogs. Why? Why is that? Why do I say that? Before we can open it up, before we can do the thing, I need you to go down. I need you to click like and subscribe. If you're not logged in, I'm not going to ask you to log in. You can just sit back, enjoy the video. But if you are logged in, please do it. It's a great way to help support the channel as we continue to grow. That's what Joel tells me to say. That is from my written script. Do I believe it? Yes. I'm kind of thinking maybe, should I wear a hat for good luck? Maybe I should wear a hat. No, I'm not going to wear that. That's stupid. Before I can show you the collection, I have to show you why I bought it. Alright, so here's a collection that we bought. Boom, ba-boom. Here's the price right here. $230 was what we agreed upon. Here is the collection. So I essentially opened a dialogue with this person, started talking to them about the collection. So when we go through, like, you can see there's like some fun stuff. We see like a couple of Rancors here, and these are like the OG Rancors. We see some like old Harrows. There's like some other stuff, not exactly notable on this page, but there's evidence of old cards, which is nice. But we do find some fun stuff here. We see some Goblin Kings. Goblin King. Kind of like a standard like Goblin deck kind of thing going on here. Why is this popping up? I hate that this is popping up. Stop it! You see Palinchron here? That's reserve list. Good stuff. Argothian Enchantress. Another Argothian Enchantress. Another Rancor. We have another Palinchron down here. I see a, I think this is like Meditate. There's some good stuff going on. There's some cards that I'm going to have to price out and get a good idea of what they are. We see a Visidrix here, which is a card that's very dear to me, but it has like $0 attached to it. Just some lands here, some stuff that I'm gonna have to actually look at, like I already said. A bunch of collector's edition, like Stone Rain. There's some Birds of Paradise, some collector's edition Forest, Carplusian Forest, some collector's edition Rishadan Ports. Some other stuff it's like hard to make out. There's a Grim Lavamancer here, so that's a little bit of value, like a very little bit. There's like an island here that honestly looks like it's like really cool. But I looked it up and it's just like it's an invasion island. For some reason, because of the way that this looked, it looked kind of like a guru land, but it is not that. When we get to this page, we get to some interesting stuff. And this was kind of like where I made my decision was we see an Urza's Incubator here and we see an Academy Rector. This is as close as we can get in, but I'm gonna zoom in here. This thing here is cancer. I cannot deal with this. It is cancerous. Like, just stop. All right, so disable. I want this to be gone. I don't need this. I have arrows to click through. I don't need to look at the bottom and be like, I need to click at the bottom. You know what I need? I need to be able to click at the bottom. I don't need these arrows. I want to click at the bottom. But if you look at this Academy Rector, like, you can barely make out this star, or I think it's a star, so that's what we're hoping for. Like, if this is a random foil Academy Rector, that's gonna pay for the entire thing. We have a bunch of rubber bands on cards, which I hate. Like, I hate this pop-up box. Like, whoever's idea that was, you suck. You freaking suck. You saw the collection, you saw what we're looking for, you saw what we bought it for. It comes in a cool old box as well, which is kind of neat. It looks like it pretty weathered. These are some old deck boxes here. And then a bunch of cards and rubber bands, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. So here's our price, $230. Let's go ahead and put that up. That's the goal. That is what we are trying to hit. Let's go ahead and open this sucker. Here it is. Addresses are gone. The item has landed. Let's go ahead and open it. I'm gonna go grab some scissors. We got our scissors. We got our sleeves in case we find something really exceptional. Good packaging. What a cool old box. What a very cool old box. Beast. I don't even know that card. Some really cool stuff on here though. Jin. This is really neat. So here we go. Let's open it. There it is. A whole bunch of stuff. What do we start with? Oh, the empty deck boxes? Alright, cool. Got a couple deck boxes here. Just hanging out. Sure. Got some deck boxes. I don't know if we're going to put that toward the value. Got a dead ant. Alright, so got some stacks of cards. First things first, let's go ahead and get these rubber bands off. Not into the rubber bands. We'll keep these in their individual stacks. We'll go through the sleeved stuff first. Thankfully, the rubber bands are not on tight, so I'm not going to expect any kind of crazy damage on any of these cards. And I do like that it's an old collection, and it appears... We're going to go ahead and set the box to the side here. We'll just, you know what? We'll put it up here. Let's do the sleeved stuff first. Boom, boom, boom. Then we'll leave this kind of like random stuff over here. Let's take off some rubber bands. Let's get right into it. So this looks like a bunch of collector's edition stuff. So we have like Stone Rain. Let's just see what kind of condition we can expect these cards to be in. Oh yeah, that's just like near mint. Unplayed. Okay, so that's good news. We'll just put all our collector's edition stuff together. Flame Shot, Arc Lightnings, some more Stone Rains. Now this is cool here. Some ports. A Dust Bowl. Okay, alright, that's cool. Ports. Some just... Are these just like... just birds? Just played in sleeves. Very cool. Looks really good. A bunch of Avalanche Raiders. It's pretty sweet. Rack and Ruin. Some Blastoderms. 4 Blastoderms. These are cool. Plow Under. Put 2 target lands on top of their owner's library. We have a Mountain. Now, we have some actual cards that are legal that aren't collector's edition. Chaos Charm, Retromancer, Goblin War Buggy, Goblin Spelunkers, Mark of Fury. So we have like some Urza's Destiny cards, some Urza's Legacy cards. We have some more lands here. A counter spell. I mean, that's a little bit of value. Some Spell Blasts, 3 more counter spells. So this was a deck. This was definitely a deck here. Let's go ahead and get these other... Let's just go in, because I imagine these are probably part of the same thing. Giant Strength, Goblin Digging Team. I guess walls were a problem, so you ran Goblin Digging Teams. So this card is definitely played. That's okay. It's still cool. This card is well loved. Goblin King. I like it. Some Mountain Splitting Earth, Raging Goblin, Giant Strength, Goblin King. Goblin Digging Team. Fit of Rage. Target creature gets +3/+3 and gains first strike. Okay. So just like a combat trick, just very indicative of this was a deck. Like you have your Raging Goblin, you swing, turn 2, Fit of Rage, you're getting in for 4. That's probably good, I guess. Shivan Raptor, Goblin Patrol. Ooh, Goblin Matron. This is neat. I like that. Vishino Cutthroat. Goblin Medics, Goblin Patrol, Goblin Medics, another Cutthroat, some Retromancers, War Buggies, Torch Song. During your upkeep, you may put a verse counter on Torch Song. Sacrifice Torch Song. Torch Song deals X damage to target creature or player where X is the number of verse counters. Another Goblin Matron. That's neat. I like that. Some more lands. Another Goblin Matron. Let's see the condition on this. I mean, I'm not like super worried about the condition. It's just like light play in sleeves. Like this was before there were a lot of players using... I'll set this to the side. This is before there were a lot of players using perfect fits and stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and do these. Hurricane. Small Plains. Yavimaya Enchantress. Eye for an Eye. 2 white, instant. Creeping Mold. Reverse damage. The next time a source of your choice would deal damage to you this turn, prevent that damage. You gain life equal to the amount of damage prevented this way. Quash. Counter target instant or sorcery spell. Search its controller's graveyard, hand, and library for all copies of that card and remove them from the game. That player then shuffles his or her library. No real value there. Cloud of Fairies. When it comes into play, untap up to 2 lands. There we go, we find a Rancor. That's nice. Might play Rancor. Argothian Wurm, Seal of Strength. Hidden Gibbons. When one of your opponents successfully casts an instant or interrupt spell, if Hidden Gibbons is an enchantment, it becomes a 4/4 creature that counts as an ape. So this is like some sort of enchantment deck. Seal of Strength, Endless Wurm. Trample during your upkeep, sacrifice an enchantment, or sacrifice Endless Wurm. It's just a 9/9 trample. We have an Argothian Enchantress. Nice condition. It's pretty much near mint. Very nice. It's like $12. Vernal Bloom. Whenever a forest is tapped for mana, it produces an additional green. Oh, that has to be some bucks. Looks like light play condition. That's like a $6 card. Argothian Wurm. When Argothian Wurms comes into play, any player may sacrifice a land to put Argothian Wurm on top of its owner's library. Probably not very good, but 4 cost. We'd find another Vernal Bloom. That's cool. That's like just EDH goodness. Find Yavimaya Enchantress. No real value here, but it looks cool. Another Rancor Enchantress. Another Argothian Enchantress. That's cool. Hidden Gibbons. Another Seal of Strength. So let's pull the notables out of there. Let's actually we're going to pull the notables out of here too, that we went through and saw. Here's our notables, right here. Alright, Miscalculation, counter target spell unless its caster pays an additional 2. Cloud of Fairies. When it comes into play, untap up to 2 lands, and it has cycling. That seems like a cool, relevant fairy card. Yeah, it's 69 cents. We'll go ahead and set it to the side there. We have Lifting Refrain. During your upkeep, you may put a verse counter on Lifting Refrain. Sacrifice it. Counter target spell and lets its caster pays an additional X, where X is the number of verse counters. Janky. Annul. Counter target artifact or enchantment spell. That's kind of cool. It's very specific, but it's 1 blue. Very nice. Iridescent Drake. When it comes into play, return target enchant creature card from a graveyard to play, enchanting the Drake. That's cool. Little boomerang action. We find a mountain. Ooh, Windfall. Windfall is a thing. Opal Archangel. When one of your opponents successfully casts a creature spell, if Opal Archangel is an enchantment, Opal Archangel becomes a 5/5 creature with flying that counts as an angel, and it has vigilance. Little light play. Moderate play. But still very cool. It's a card we didn't have. Boomerang. Oh yeah, all this stuff that we just looked through. Yeah, that's notable. We'll set that to the side. We'll put these here. Find some more lands. Put lands here. Alright, here we go. Let's see, just a bunch of green stuff. Okay. Some Silk Nets. Diligent Farmhand. Wild Mongrel. This is like some stuff that's like neat, but probably not a lot of value here. Metamorphic Worm, Roar of the Worm, Wild Mongrel, Muscle Burst. Target creature gets +X until end of turn, where X is 3 plus the number of Muscle Burst cards in all graveyards. Some Root Wallows from Torment. I know Joel played with Root Wallow when he first started playing. I think he started in Torment. Each player sacrifices an enchantment. Simplify. Still, I don't think it's a lot of value, but it's still a cool card. Old Harrows. Fertile Ground, enchant land. Whenever enchanted land is tapped for mana, its controller adds 1 mana of any color. Splinter, remove target artifact from the game. Search its controller's graveyard, hand, and library for all copies of that card and remove them from the game. Chatter of the Squirrel. Put a 1/1 green squirrel creature token into play. Lay of the Land, search your library for a basic land card. Reveal that card and put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. Wow, Lay of the Land. That's actually, we'll go ahead and check the value on that, because that's like a cheaper Rampant Growth? Oh no, it goes into your hand. Yeah, so that's probably not even dollars. Oh yeah, that's a big old nothing. Lay of the Land, Herborg Elf. Lone Wolf. You may have Lone Wolf deal combat damage to defending player instead of creatures blocking it. Alright, here's a rare. Anavolver. Kicker. 1 in a blue or black. If you paid 1 in a blue kicker cost, Anavolver comes into play with 2 1/1 counters on it and has flying. If you paid black, Anavolver comes into play with a 1/1 counter on it and has pay 3 life regenerate. Interesting. Put that to the side. Hidden Ancients. When one of your opponents successfully casts an enchantment spell, if Hidden Ancients is an enchantment, Hidden Ancients becomes a 5/5 creature that counts as a tree folk. A little Harrow, Hidden Ancients again. There we go. Here's some Rancors. Rancor, Rancor, Rancor. Looks like this person just liked playing Rancor. Verdeloth. I mean, who doesn't like playing Rancor, if we're being honest? Verdeloth the Ancient. Creature, Tree Folk, Legend. Kicker X. You may pay an additional X as you play this spell. All other Tree Folk and Saplings get +1/+1. When it comes into play, if you paid the kicker cost, put X 1/1 green Sapperling creature tokens into play. Oh, that's pretty sweet. That's got to have some EDH playability. Yeah, it's a couple bucks. Another Rancor. Cradle Guard. It's a Tree Folk. So there's some fun Tree Folk stuff in here. A bunch of Tree Folk. Here's one. Weathersteed Tree Folk. Trample. When Weathersteed Tree Folk is put into a graveyard from play, return Weathersteed Tree Folk to its owner's hand. And cool art. I like the art. Branchwood Tree Folk. This is just like a bunch of Tree Folk. Mystic. Look at that face. Look at that nice face. That's just a cool face. Harrow, Lone Wolf. Another Weatherseed Tree Folk. Some more Tree Folk Mystics. Cradle Guard. Yavimaya Scion. Protection from artifacts. Roar of the Wurm. Put a 6/6 green worm creature token into play with Flashback. Flashback for 4. That's pretty cool. Wild Mongrel, Muscle Burst. Some more jank. Some more like not a big deal kind of stuff. Raise, Flame Jet, Raise. Ooh, very loved Dan Fraser Goblin Grenade from Fallen Empires. Very loved. Flame Jet. The Goblin Grenade. Ron Spencer. Some basics. Some basic lands. We find a couple counter spells. Unifying Theory, Odyssey Rare. Enchantment. Whenever a player plays a spell, that player may pay 2. If the player does, he or she draws a card. Unifying Theory. Very group hug kind of card. Probably awful for EDH, considering the fact that you don't really want to help your opponents. But it's neat. Setavolver. Interesting card. If you paid the red kicker cost, it comes into play with 2 1/1 counters on it and has First Strikes. This is a blue card with First Strike. It's a teamer card. If you paid the green, it comes into play with a 1/1 counter on it and has Trample. Seems kind of like a bummer. We find some lands here. Fiery Temper. That's neat. Reckless Abandon. As an additional cost to cast Reckless Abandon, sacrifice a creature. Deals 4 damage to target creature or player. Smoke. Players cannot untap more than 1 creature during their untap phase. Ooh, that seems good. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's a very stacks kind of card. A couple dollars attached to it. Some Lava Axes. Shock. Goblin Patrol. Alright, another one of these cards. So this would have been the cycle of that set. This is Wreck-Evolver. It's a Jeskai card. Kicker, 1 and a white. If you pay the white kicker cost, it comes into play with 2 1/1 counters on it, and has whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you gain that much life, aka lifelink. If you paid the blue kicker cost, it comes into play with a 1/1 counter on it and has flying. So, versatility on these, which is neat. We're going to set that aside. Caldera Kavu. Jund card. Gets +1/+1 until end of turn for a black and one other. And for a green, it becomes the color of your choice until end of turn. So that's cool. Goblin Grenade. This one in better condition. That's a Christopher Rush. Friends with Forests. Creeping Mold. This is always good for EDH. It's just like a good, it's Creeping Mold, you know? Forest, Creeping Mold. Oh, what is this? Oh god, there's multiple cards in here. Oh, god, what if it had been something cool? A Sibilant Spirit. Whenever it attacks, defending player may draw a card. Boo! The real winner in here is the Vizardrix. That's the real winner. Set the Vizardrix to the side. Has some damage on the corner. That's okay. I'm not worried about it. It's just some random stuff. Terror. I mean, after that, do we need to be checking all of these to see if there's stuff behind them? Goblin Digging Teams. Raging Goblins. Some Tranquilities. Some 6th edition. A lot of this stuff is like white border stuff, so it's like kind of boo. But that's okay. Oh, this is cool. Oh, 2 Pyroclasms. That's neat. And a Jocalypse. I love the art on that. They just don't do art like that anymore on these cards. Check the price on that. Destroy all artifacts, creatures, and lands can't be regenerated. That's really good. Yeah. It's $5, probably for the fact that it's a super, super trolly card. Let's set this stuff aside. We are getting past it. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so we find some more Collector's Edition stuff. So we'll get our Collector's Edition pile here. Forests. A bunch of these just like... Yeah, these are really good. These are great for EDH. In like a casual play group. Just like red, green. Red, green, EDH goodness. Find 4 of those. Find some more forests. Find some more birds? Is that more birds or... Oh, okay. Alright, so we have 4 birds. It's neat. They're collector's edition, but still, like I was just saying, you know, EDH. Sky Shooter, Shock, Flame Burst, Violent Eruptions. What is this? Devastating Dreams for 2 red, sorcery. It has an additional cost to play Devastating Dreams. Discard X cards at random from your hand. Each player sacrifices X lands. Devastating Dreams deals X damage to each creature. Go ahead and put that to the side. Mountain. Conscripts, Goblin Patrol. Find some more Collector's Edition Forests, Collector's Edition Creeping Mold, Flame Shot, another Dust Bowl. I mean, that's great for EDH. Let's see if that has any value. Yeah, I mean, that's $7. I mean, I'm sure it is because of stuff like EDH. Yeah, this is just like near mint, pretty much. A little bit of surface. Where? Oh yeah, this is all jank. We got through this stuff. Fairy Temper, Shock, Efreet, more mountains, swamps. Get through that stuff. We'll do this pile first. Get through the rest of this Collector's Edition stuff. Plow Under, Arc Lightning, some mountains. Phyrexian Processor. Let me check the price on that. Also, not a lot of value there. If the real copy's less than $1. More Tree Folk, Giant Growth, some Terror, Reckless Abandon. We find another Goblin Grenade that's notable. Iridescent Drake, Power Sink, Quash, Boomerangs, Power Sink. Oh, there we go. Okay, Palancron. That's some bucks. Nice light played condition. That's cool. Another Windfall. Cloud of Fairies, Miscalculation, Annul, Lifting Refrain, another one of those. Another Miscalculation, a Quash, another Eye for an Eye. Plains, Forest, Worship. Yeah, that's a couple bucks. Terrain Generator. Add 1 colorless mana to your mana pool. Put a basic land card from your hand into play tapped. That's gotta be something. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's like $3. Find some forests, Seal of Cleansings. Ooh, there we go. Well, we knew there was gonna be an Academy Rector. It does not look like a foil. Let's check the condition on this guy. Oh yeah, that's nice and loved. It's a MP for sure. Yeah, there's some nice surface on that. Still cool though. Still a card that people want. It's honestly the most expensive card in that set. So find another Opal Angel. Forests. There's a second Palancron. This one in light play heading toward MP, but still very cool. We're making our money back toward our total. Quash, Hurricane. We'll set that aside. 2 Verduran Enchantress. Let's take a look at that. All right, so not a lot of value there, but still very cool, and the art is beautiful on these. About to do the final pile. All right, here we go. Final pile. Phyrexian Processor. Priest of Titania. Oh, a Victoral Sliver. A Crystalline Sliver. A Captain's Maneuver. The Goblin Legionnaire. That's neat. Here's a Last Stand. This looks like a fun card. Last Stand. So this is pretty much jank. But it is in really nice condition. So maybe this is like a pile of stuff that this person didn't play. Maybe it's just like stuff that's set aside. No, this one's kind of played. Well, doesn't matter. Stratodon. Costs 1 less to play for each basic land type among lands you control, but it costs 10 for a 5/5 with trample. It seems awful. We'll put that to the side. Legacy Weapon. That's kind of neat. It's like an important card for the lore of the game. Legacy Weapon. 1 of each. It costs 7 for Legendary Artifact. Remove target permanent from the game for 1 of each color. If Legacy Weapon would be put into a graveyard from anywhere, reveal it and shuffle it into its owner's library instead. So it's a very cool card in a way. It doesn't even tap to use that ability. It's like once that's online, it's online, baby. Couple basic lands. A Crystal Quarry. Pay 5 to add 1 of each. That has to be some bucks. That seems like a must in any 5-color deck, I would imagine. Yeah, it's a little $5 card there. Pretty much near mint condition. No surface on that. That's really nice. That's really cool. Another Worship. Let's keep going. Oh, we have a foil. Oh my gosh. Is this what I think it is? Oh my god. Oh my god, it is. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. One foil that we come across, and it is the foil Rector. Oh my god, here we go. We gotta check. We gotta check for condition on this. Okay, so it's like a light play. Wow. That pretty much paid for the whole collection. Right there. I mean, it did. It did pay for the whole collection. That is just absolutely beautiful. Look at that reserved list foily goodness. not gradable, not even worth it, but still very nice. Oh yeah, that's a gem. That's like adding that to the collection. That's like so nice for the collection. Well, that is a Foil Academy Rector right there. And then we find a reverse damage. Oh man. Well, we're not topping that. We are not topping that. This is cool. Urza's Incubator. That's really good. That's as tribal decks continue to grow, cards like this are really nice. It's near mint. Find Assault in Battery. Degavolver. Another Volver. Here it is. Kicker, black and one other, and or red. If you paid the black and one other kicker cost, Degavolver comes into play with 2 1/1 counters on it and has pay 3 life, regenerate it. If you paid the red kicker cost, it comes into play with a +1/+1 counter on it and has first strike. Find some forests. Another creeping mold. Bunch of basics. And all the basics in this are like white border, so I don't want any of them, honestly. And none of it's like unlimited or revised, so there's like no reason for me to keep any of it. I don't want any of it. Oh, this is neat. This old ball lightning. That's really cool. This Raging Goblin. Yeah, that's really cool. I don't even know what set is that. Wow. Well, did we hit value? Absolutely. It's in the numbers, it's in the cards, it's in the collection. What a collection that was. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking, consider subscribing. I'm going to be scouring eBay. I'm going to be looking for more collections like this for the future so that we could sit here and open this goodness. And in my opinion, this is one of the best ways to grow. Fuck the air coming on right now. For fuck's sake. Why does the air come on like this? It's ridiculous. So we're going to end the video, but I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to be doing more videos like this as we continue to grow. Find us on Twitch. Consider subscribing, all that stuff. And we'll let the Rector see you on your way out.